Welcome back. Good Tuesday morning, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. I'm Maria Bartiromo, and it is Tuesday, March 18th. It is 8:01 on the East Coast, and I hope you're having a good Tuesday morning. The state of Missouri winning a $24 billion lawsuit against the Chinese Communist Party for covering up the COVID-19 outbreak and obstructing the production and purchase of critical medical and protective equipment. The ruling is 6 times larger than the state's previous record ruling. Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey writes this on X. Hey, China, you owe Missouri $24 billion. Pay up or we start seizing assets and farmland. Joining me now is the man himself, Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey. AG, thanks so much for being here. That was quite the post that you put out. Have you started to get any money? Are you expecting the $24 billion? And if not, will you start seizing that farmland?
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Maria. And this is an enormous win for the people of the state of Missouri who still demand justice from COVID. And look, at the end of the day, the evidence supported the fact that China created the pandemic, unleashed it on the world, lied to the world about it, thus inhibiting every government's response to the pandemic, and then produced but hoarded the necessary medical equipment for the United States of America and certainly the state of Missouri to properly protect our people. And it harmed Missourians to the tune of $24 billion. China was served process and provided a notice and an opportunity to participate in the litigation. But that's how little they think of these United States of America. They couldn't even be bothered to show up to court. We got a default judgment, and we intend to execute that judgment. This claim was raised under the Foreign Sovereign Immunities Act, which allows states to redress grievances against foreign entities in American courts like this. But I would say that it also provides a process to execute a judgment. And so we've begun the process of identifying assets, and we intend to work with any willing partners to seize and sell those assets to make good on that $24 billion judgment. I'm never going to stop fighting for justice from COVID for the people of the state of Missouri.
Well, I mean, it's pretty extraordinary that you won this enormous suit against the Communist Party. Are you expecting pushback or appeals from CCP?
Well, their unwillingness to participate in the litigation thus far would seem to suggest that they can't be bothered to show up to court. Look, they do business in the United States of America. A report from several years ago identified that they had drastically increased the amount of farmland and agricultural land in the United States of America that the Chinese government owned. And so they're subject to the laws of the United States of America, to include the Foreign Sovereign Immunities Act. And yet, despite the fact that, by doing business here, they're subjecting themselves to our laws, they refuse to obey our legal process. And so I don't think they'll appeal. And if they do, we will certainly object and fight that appeal. They waived any right to an appeal by not participating at the trial court level.
Well, how are they getting away with buying farmland? I mean, I just went through the whole America First investment policy. I spoke with the Treasury Secretary and others about this policy, and it's supposed to protect Americans and American businesses. And yet the CCP is able to buy farmland. And I mean, I know there are certain states that won't allow it, like a Sarah Sanders, and also in Florida as well, and in Missouri, I guess, as well. But how do they own so much farmland to begin with? Where's CFIUS?
Well, yeah, look, the Chinese Communist government is good at camouflaging their ownership of what would appear to be private commercial enterprises. Yeah. And they do that by having what's called the golden vote on these board of directors. If Xi Jinping or some other high-ranking Chinese official is on the board of a Chinese company, that ceases to be a private enterprise, because no one's going to go against the leadership of the Chinese Communist government in China. And so they have subterfuge, they employ subterfuge and camouflage in order to disguise the line of ownership, but we're going to penetrate through that. And again, those are issues that will be adjudicated in court as we identify and start seizing Chinese assets to execute that $24 billion judgment.
Wow. AG, you also recently filed suit against Starbucks for violating federal and state discrimination laws. You said that the coffee giant links its compensation to racial and gender quotas and discriminates based on race and gender when it comes to board membership. Now, Starbucks CEO Brian Niccol is defending his company, saying Starbucks is a tremendously diverse organization. Diversity is going to continue to be a key strength of our business and, frankly, helps us connect with our customers at another level. Your reaction?
I am against corporate racism, and it is against the law, and we will enforce the laws given to us by our elected representatives. And that includes the Missouri Human Rights Act, which prevents discrimination in the workplace. And shame on these corporations for embracing this kind of racist ideology. We know, based on Starbucks' own admissions that are available in the public domain, they've bragged about how they've tethered their bonus structure for their corporate executives to hitting racial quotas. That's advantaging certain races to the disadvantage of other races. That is the definition of racism. We've got to put a stop to it. This lawsuit is a big step forward. Shame on Starbucks for doubling down on corporate racism.
Well, we'll keep watching that. Meanwhile, the Media Research Center reporting that the Biden administration put 57 initiatives in place to censor free speech over the 4 years that Biden was in the Oval Office. This report says that these actions spanned at least 90 separate government agencies and included hundreds of government officials. Attorney General, you've been leading this charge in Missouri against government censorship. How is it possible that the Biden administration got away with censoring American citizens and did so by convincing these media companies to take the lead and do what they said?
I think history will look on this as one of the darkest hours for our right to free speech. Certainly the Biden administration and the deep state colluded with big tech social media, coerced big tech social media in suppressing American voices in violation of our right to free speech. And I think that this report just really adds a lot of depth and texture to information that we'd already put in the public domain in our lawsuit, Missouri v. Biden, the most important First Amendment suit in this nation's history, where we began uncovering this vast censorship enterprise. But again, at the end of the day, President Trump has come into office and signed an executive order to dismantle the vast censorship regime. I think we have to take a long-term look at systems that need to be erected and put into place to build a wall of separation between tech and state. My office has proposed using consumer protection law to promulgate a rule that would require big tech social media corporations to provide algorithmic choice to the users. And I think that's the best way to start building that wall of separation between tech and state and supporting consumers and breaking up this consolidation of power.
All right. We'll be watching your work, AJ. Good to have you this morning. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.